Everyone loves a good assault rifle, right? And there's always a debate over which assault rifle is the best in Call of Duty games. You know what? It's about time we do an update to the best assault rifle in every single Call of Duty game. We are rolling with these series. We've got the every best in every COD series. We've got the ranking every certain gun. We did the AK-47. We ranked every single AK-47 in Call of Duty. And today, we're going to go over the absolute best assault rifle in every single Call of Duty. We're going to start with COD 4. And we're going to go all the way through Black Ops 7. Yes, we're going to include COD Mobile. Don't worry. I told AI Jimmy, hey, they want COD Mobile. We have to include it or they are going to chase us off YouTube. I'm going to pick the best AR in every single game. And there's going to be some contentious takes here. I don't care. I get it. That's what our community is about. That's what the comment section's for. I do read every single comment on every single video, so you let me know. What is your best pick for the best AR in each franchise? Drop a like on the video. As always, let's get started. And what did you guys think about the video game awards? Big takeaways for me. Star Wars, the Galactic one. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Definitely excited for that. Spiritual successor to KOTOR, and we're probably going to get KOTOR 2. The Claire game winning Game of the Year. No GTA 6, no Half-Life 3, no Jedi 3. What'd you guys think? All right, COD 4. Here we go. No surprise here. We're going to start off with a default pick, the M16A4. It's one of the most busted guns in COD history. 3-round burst rifle, 0 recoil, ridiculous fire rate, 0 recoil again, right? Needed 2 shots to kill for some reason. The M16 completely dominated COD 4's multiplayer. Basically the only gun to use if you were trying to get as many kills as possible. Now, there were some other good guns in this game. The AK-47, the M4 carbine, the G3. But if you thought the M16 wasn't the best gun in the game, I mean, let's just be real. You probably were playing a different game. You were playing it wrong. There's no beating this gun. It's a unanimous pick. World at War. There's not very many assault rifles in World at War, so this one was easy. The STG-44. To this day, this is such a smooth weapon. And with that, I think it was black dot aperture sight, it's just never been replicated or duplicated. I mean, the STG in this game was very different from the versions for all of you new school COD players. The COD World War II and Vanguard versions, they're quick, they're mobile, they're versatile. World at War, it was clunky, bouncy, kind of felt like crap in the sense that you didn't know what you were going to get with the recoil, but it had really good damage. Excellent for taking on multiple enemies at once. You weren't going to be able to laser people from across the map. I mean, you weren't. I mean, like the later versions of the STG, but in the context of World at War, it was powerful. This was a game where most of the mid-range combat was done with semi-auto rifles, so the fact that the STG was full auto and could consistently kill with 2 to 3 shots, that was pretty valuable at that time. Modern Warfare 2, 2009. Here we go with the arguments in the comments section. Let's stir the pot. It's the FAMAS. I know, you're going to say the ACR. Some of you would put the SCAR up here. I mean, some of you weirdos would put the F2000 up here. I'm going to confidently put the FAMAS here because basically it had all the advantages of the COD 4 M16, but with even more attachments and perks at your disposal to make it even more insane. Time to kill? Unbeatable. Recoil? There was none. Fire rate? 3-round burst? Nuts. Only needed 2 shots to kill if you were running stopping power, which you were. Now, you may have preferred one of the full auto rifles back in Modern Warfare 2 days, but if we're talking about raw stats and peak performance potential, the triple PPP, it's the FAMAS. I'll be happy to hear opposing arguments and viewpoints because I'm going to stick with one. This is going to be my first Jimmy hot take of the video, but it will not be my last. Black Ops 1, no debate. The FAMAS dominated the game. I'm amazed Treyarch never nerfed the damage. Yeah, they nerfed the recoil at one point, but they never laid a finger on the damage or the fire rate. And those are what made this gun so busted. With a fire rate of over 900 rounds per minute and a 3 to 4 shot kill damage profile, there was no stopping this thing. And even though the recoil was high, it was entirely vertical. It wasn't hard to just put in some practice hours and master it, which made you a monster from every single range. It was the best AR in the game. Best gun in the game overall. Modern Warfare 3, 2011. The ACR 6.8. This should be another uncontroversial pick. Stood head and shoulders above the rest of the assault rifles in the game. I mean, incredible accuracy. Damage profile was ridiculous. Fire rate was moderate, which it's supposed to be. Barely fired at over 700 rounds per minute. But that damage profile, 30 to 45. That made it a 3 to 4 shot kill by default. There's also a 40% bonus to headshots, which gave it a 2-shot kill potential all the way through mid-range as long as you landed with at least 1 headshot on your target. There were some fun weapons in the game, but nothing in the AR category even came close to the ACR. You could say the G36C had a pretty similar damage profile, but the bouncier recoil kind of killed the appeal of it. I mean, you're not going to take it over the ACR. Best assault rifle in the game. Arguably the best gun overall. Arguably better than the Modern Warfare 2 version. Black Ops 2. This is probably going to be a hot topic. AN-94. Black Ops 2, loaded with good assault rifles. M27, M8A1, SCAR, the underrated MTAR. But I'm going to give it to the AN-94, which I'm pretty sure was also one of the last things you unlocked in the progression of Black Ops 2's multiplayer. It was a laser beam, pretty solid fire rate, came with the hyperburst feature, which gave you 2 super quick shots right when you pulled the trigger, which meant the time to kill on this thing was dumb if you landed the hyperburst, but even if you didn't land the HB, the damage profile and the accuracy of the AN-94 standard fire mode was really good. It also didn't hurt that it came with one of the smoothest reload animations ever in Call of Duty history. Epic rifle, shown up several times in COD games, but it's never came close to the lofty heights of the original Black Ops 2 version. Call of Duty Ghost, this was hard, but I'm going to go with the Honey Badger. I do believe this was the first gun in COD history to have a built-in suppressor, and that was one of many things that people loved. COD Ghost wasn't exactly a popular game with the community. There were some standout parts of it that the community all generally agreed on, and the Honey Badger was one. Versatile, feedback, competitive time to kill, built-in suppressor, great for stealthy playstyles, raw time to kill, versatility again, made it excellent in other situations, and you would never have to use one of your attachment slots on a suppressor. It was built into the gun, and with essentially no downside. If I was making this list before patches, obviously the spot would go to the MSBS. But for sure, I mean, since I'm doing this list right now, I'm going to give it to the Honey Badger. And I know, a lot of you are going to push for the Remington. I get it, but I'm going with the Honey Badger. Advanced Warfare. The Bal 27. No debate here. It's unanimous. I mean, it was one of the most talked about aspects of Advanced Warfare. I mean, Sledgehammer refused to nerf it. Fire rate, I mean, they refused to nerf it probably because they wanted people chasing it in supply drops. I'm not even going to go over the gun. You already know. The Obsidian Steed and supply, come on. I mean, you basically got a free pass to Master Prestige if you had this gun in your hand. That was a wild time in Call of Duty to be a player. It was. I really, really hope we get Advanced Warfare 2. Black Ops 3. Here's another hot take coming at your face really quick. The KN-44. Yeah. I mean, most of the guns in Black Ops 3 were viable. There wasn't a real clear best in the assault rifle category, if you ask me. And even though the KN-44 was the starting rifle, I think it was actually the best in the game. It was so consistent. It was a futuristic AK, featured a moderate fire rate, bouncy recoil, but it also had a phenomenal 3-shot kill range, and the base damage only went low enough to be a 4-shot kill. That's big, people. So you were literally never going to need more than 4 bullets to drop your target. Now, with a foregrip, you can make it a laser beam. And the fire rate, it was moderate, but it was also fast enough to keep your time to kill super competitive. Maybe you expected me to put the M8A7. Maybe you expected one of the DLC rifles, but honestly, I think the KN-44 was the best R in the game. There was no scenario that it wasn't a good, smart, solid pick. Infinite Warfare. MV4, duh. I mean, dominated multiplayer on launch day. Took Infinity Ward months literally to nerf it. Why? Who knows? We should ask them. Even if they're after they issued a nerf, it remained at the top of the tier. It was hands down the easiest gun in the game for little Timmy to use. And the time to kill was perfectly competitive. Even if it wasn't the fastest in its class, it didn't matter. It was way too easy to sit in a corner and laser beam people from across the map. Yeah, I mean, you could use one of the faster killing guns, but those came with higher recoil or longer reload animations. Why would you do that? Just throw on the MV4, hold down the trigger, and you win. COD World War II. Another hot take, maybe, I don't know. The Volk. COD World War II had a lot of guns, many of which were added post-launch as free DLC, which I can appreciate, even if I wasn't a huge fan of the game from the start. Now, when it comes to the rifles, I think most COD World War II players maybe will agree with me. The bar, since it was nerfed, the Volk became the best in the class. Basically, it had all the benefits of the pre-patch bar, but not quite as bad, right? Fire rate high, damage consistent, recoil pattern super easy to ride from the enemy's chest up to their head, just like the Black Ops 1 AK-47. So if you equipped high caliber, you were going to get headshot kills one after another. I mean, before any updates, the bar would have gotten the spot, but we like to go with the current, right? So I'm going to give the spot to the Volk. Black Ops 4. The Maddox. The competitive rifle of choice, and for good reason. It was extremely versatile as a bullpup AR, relatively higher fire rate for its class, pretty moderate damage per shot. I mean, the time to kill was good, the fire rate kept it viable. Up close, it shredded. Long range, you could still control the recoil and do some damage. I mean, it wasn't an easy gun to use, but it was powerful and versatile, and it was worth getting good at. Black Ops 4 had some excellent ARs, and there might be some conflicting opinions on this, which that's fine. I'm going with the Maddox. Modern Warfare 2019, the one man in the comment section of every one of my videos that says this was the last great Call of Duty. Open the dictionary, go to D's, and find delusional. The M4A1, no shocker here. The 2019 M4 took over multiplayer, never gave up the top AR spot. It was unlocked at level 6. Featured a good fire rate, damage was good, recoil was low, metric buttload of attachments that you could use to make it the best gun in the game for every scenario. Make it stealthy, go for it. Make it aggressive, go for it. Make it the light LMG, heck, why not? Make it an all-rounder, do whatever you want with it. Best rifle in the game by a landslide. Some people like the AS Val, but that gun struggled beyond mid-range. The M4 was amazing everywhere. That's why it's the best AR in the game, even if the AS Val had a better close-range TTK. Black Ops Cold War. The AK-47. We ranked every AK the other day. Yeah, we did, and the Black Ops Cold War was super high. Not going to tell you where, but it was high for a reason. This is not only the best AR in the game, at least as far as I'm concerned, it's also one of the best AKs in COD history. The fire rate was about what you'd expect from an AK, but the damage profile was dumb. The abundance of attachments, you could turn this thing into a laser beam and you could just delete people from across the map. The Cold War AK was so powerful that it actually had to be removed from competitive play, and I think it's one of the best ARs to come out of the Black Ops franchise in the post-Warzone era. I love seeing classic COD games get amazing portrayals. Vanguard. How do you say? Is it automaton? How the heck do you say automaton? How do you say this gun? I don't know. I mean, when Vanguard came out, the STG-44 was far and away the best rifle in the game. AI wouldn't have effed that up like I did, by the way. As time went on and updates came out, the STG remained a top-tier pick, but very top, I guess it's going to the A word here. Fast-firing, super accurate rifle, super huge magazine. I did all the research on it. I don't know a lot about it. It was briefly a meta pick in Warzone 2020, so yeah, good job, Vanguard, and the A word gun. And Modern Warfare 2 2022. Cast-off 7.4U, the classic AK-74U. It came back. Classified as an assault rifle, which is a little weird, but okay. I mean, the full-size AK was also an assault rifle in this game in that rifle category, and the 7.4U completely invalidated that. In fact, the 7.4U invalidated most of the guns in the game as a whole because of the versatility and the time to kill. You had the power of a full-size, high-power assault rifle in the body of an SMG in a game with a super quick time to kill. There was no beating it. Modern Warfare 2 2022 got a lot of backlash from the community, and the total dominance of the 7.4U did not help its rep, because it seemed like no matter how much outrage there was, guess who didn't listen? Infinity Ward. Modern Warfare 3 2023. What a name. The MCW. It sounds like a wrestling federation. The modern version of the classic ACR 6.8. The MCW featured pretty low fire rates, laser beam accuracy, ridiculous damage. We know how it works, right? It was that game was a fast-paced game. So you did need to clean up your enemies quickly, and that's what the MCW did. You could hold down an angle, a choke point, delete everyone in front of you with a handful of bullets, and then you could quickly reload and do it all over again. Set it and forget it. You would never have to worry about fighting the recoil or being kicked off target. Black Ops 6. The CR56 AMAX. I was actually a little surprised to see the AMAX being added to Black Ops 6's DLC, because this was a gun that originated in Modern Warfare 2019. It's not every day we get a sub-franchise crossover weapon. But not only was the AMAX brought into Black Ops 6, also arguably became the best rifle in the game, which is weird. Fire rate was moderate, damage was high. I mean, I guess there was damage multipliers to the upper body and head. I mean, since this was Black Ops 6, there was so many attachments and crazy movement options you could take advantage of to get the most bang for your buck. I'm not, I guess, a fan of cross-franchise gun remakes like this, but okay, we'll go with it. Black Ops 7. The Maddox, yep. They brought the Maddox back, which frankly I thought was a little weird, because Black Ops 7 was supposed to be a giant nostalgia trip for Black Ops 2, but the Maddox is an original weapon from Black Ops 4, so yeah, whatever. I mean, it's back. Just as good as it was in BO4. Once again, hard to use because of the bouncy default recoil, but you had a fantastic time to kill up close. Longer ranges were good if you were willing to put the time in. I'm not really sure why the gun got a remake before any of the classic Black Ops 2 guns, but yeah, somebody made the decision. At least, I guess. It's the best AR in the game right now to me. And then last, COD Mobile, the XM4. It has a reputation in the COD community for being a little too good every time it shows up, and it happened again. The XM4 was added to COD Mobile. Once again, one of the best guns in the game, because It's just easy to use. Think the NV4. It's versatile. Fire rate good, damage good, attachments plentiful, mobility some of the best you can ask for in an AR. With how often COD Mobile gets updated, I'm sure this gun is going to get patched, and it probably already has. I don't know. I mean, top AR will go something else, whatever. To me, the XM4 is the best assault rifle in the game. So just in case you didn't get enough XM4 spam in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops Cold War, now you get even more XM4 spam in COD Mobile. And there you have it, my friends. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I'll see you soon.